it's Unique. Today I'm going to be giving y'all a tutorial on how to tailor your shirts so they can look like Skims when they're from Shein. So let's get started. Alright y'all, go ahead and grab your sewing machines and let's get started. This is also some of the items that you're going to be needing to use. And yeah. Hey y'all, so this is the first shirt that I'm going to alter. It's almost form-fitting and it's an extra small from Shein, but I wanted to fit more like this instead of like being baggy. So okay, this is the second shirt we're gonna be doing, and y'all, we also gonna be doing these pants. Of course, the first thing you're gonna need is a sewing machine. The one I have is a Singer Heavy Duty, and you have to make sure you get both color threads. So I'm gonna show you that as well. Give me 1 second. Okay, here's the thread. We're gonna be using blue. Hold on, let me get the shirt so I can wait. We're gonna be using one of these blues, whichever one matches the shirt more. We're gonna find out. And then use a bobbin. Okay, I'm finna get the shirt for y'all. Okay, y'all, so now I'm finna show y'all what items y'all actually need to make this tighter. The first item we're gonna need, of course, is your sewing machine. I already showed y'all that. The second item is thread. It's already looking like this is gonna be the one to match. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, this is the thread to match. You need a thread, and then you also need a bobbin to match the thread. But these, okay, not gonna lie, these are already filled bobbins, but usually you have to fill them yourself. Okay, yeah, this is the bobbin. You're gonna also need pins. You don't have to get pins, but it just makes it easier. But not gonna lie, I did it without pins before, so you'll be fine. What else? You also might need a seam ripper. If you don't have one of these, just cut it. Just cut it. But I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. What else do y'all need? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how to thread and start getting to it. Okay, so you put it in. You go underneath number 2. Make sure your lever is up right here. You go down. You're gonna go under number 4, over number 5, back down, and then if I can see, yeah, you get to number 6. You go behind it, and then after you go behind number 6, you need to go right behind this little thing right here, behind there, and then you go ahead and fill the hole. Okay, so I'm gonna slow it down for y'all, but after you put it on number 1, under number 2, and then you're gonna go down to number 3, and then you're gonna loop it over number 4 like that. It's a little blurry. Okay, and then number 5 is up and over, and then back down to 6. Then you're gonna go back down here. It's this metal part right there. You put it behind there, and then there's also another tiny metal part that's right behind there. It won't focus, but it's right there. Oh, yeah. And they're gonna go ahead and put it through the needle. Yeah, you're gonna put it through the needle. Make sure you don't miss that part up there as well. Yes. It's gonna take a while if you're first doing it to get it inside the hole, but make sure it's coming out of the left side. And then the next thing you can do is do the bobbin inside here, and this is the part that you gotta really focus on, and this is the hardest part of sewing. Once you get through the threading part, you got it. So I'm gonna show y'all that really quick. 1 second. Okay, that's a little close. So you have to get your bobbin and form it in a P shape, just like this. And then once you put it in, I'm gonna show y'all that angle too. Once you got it in, you want to bring it over that piece and back. It's easier if you hold it down as well. And then after that, you close it up. It's also a diagram of how to do it, but it's kind of confusing, not gonna lie. Okay, push it up. Okay, and then the last thing you do to finish threading. Okay, so after you do the bobbin, you're gonna turn this wheel about 3 times. You're gonna grab your scissors, and then you're gonna go underneath, pulling both threads. There you go. Let me zoom in for y'all. Okay, so now the bobbin thread is underneath, and then you want to pull the thread from under to over with your scissors or with your finger, just whichever one is easier. Yeah. Nothing needs to be in this middle hole. Okay, and then you can start. Finally, you can start sewing right here. Okay, so you need to trap the shirt on inside out, and then you need to get you a Sharpie and draw a line on both sides. I'm gonna show y'all. Okay. So pull it down, and then, that's me. Okay, pull it down, and then pull the shirt out, and you know where your body stops, so go like, and then we can finish that. It don't gotta be a perfect line because it's the inside of the shirt, but yeah, that's how tight we want it. And do the same thing for the other side, pull on it. Okay, we're gonna perfect this. Okay, let me show y'all. We're gonna perfect the sketch after we take it back off. Okay. Okay, it's a little extra lines on accident, but we're gonna sew along this line, and we're gonna sew along this line. All right, let's get started, y'all. I recommend using like a dry erase marker or like a fabric chalk, not a Sharpie. Okay, let's get started. Okay, hey guys. So after you sew, like you just saw, make sure you're back stitching in the front, at the end, just like that. Also make sure, so we're gonna also cut off these threads, and then we're gonna cut it along this line, but not too much, a little, at least like right there. Yeah. Okay, let me cut. Okay, so y'all, we cut off the edges, and then we flip the inside out, tried it on, and y'all, it's looking like a skim shirt, and it's fitting snug. So yeah, here's the back. The only thing I recommend is not using a Sharpie because of that. But other than that, we ate it down. Hey. Thank y'all so much for watching my videos. See y'all next time.